Insulin resistance and cancer. A metabolic perspective on tumor development. Introduction. Let me begin with a story. A young man, Mr. Bungchu, in his mid-30s, walks into a hospital clinic. He is active, working hard, building his career, raising a young family. He has no diabetes. His blood sugar reports have always been normal. He believes he is relatively healthy. But recently, he has been feeling something strange. Persistent fatigue, unexplained weight loss, occasional abdominal discomfort. At first, he ignores it. Like most of us, he assumes it is just stress, work pressure, or lack of sleep. But the symptoms gradually worsen. Finally, he decides to see a doctor. Some tests are ordered. A scan is performed. Then the report arrives. The doctor looks at the scan quietly for a moment, and then the words come out. The words that no human being ever wants to hear. You have cancer. And even more shocking, it is already in an advanced stage. The young man sits there in silence. Just a few months earlier, he believed he was healthy. Now suddenly his entire life has changed. His family's future feels uncertain. His children are still young. And the question that begins to echo in his mind is the same question that echoes in millions of families around the world. How did this happen? Unfortunately, this story is no longer rare. Across the world, doctors are now seeing more and more cancers appearing in younger people. People in their 30s and 40s. People who never expected to face this disease so early in life. Recent global analysis shows that over the last 30 years there has been about a 79% increase in cancers in people under the age of 50. 79%. Something profound is changing in our world, something in our environment, something in our lifestyle, something in our biology. Today, scientists are beginning to suspect that one hidden force behind this change may be a silent metabolic condition that often develops long before diabetes appears. A condition called insulin resistance. This simple picture on the screen explains a very complex disease. When insulin works normally, glucose enters the cell. But in insulin resistance, the door of the cell begins to close. Sugar remains outside in the blood, while insulin levels keep rising. It can exist quietly in the body for years, sometimes decades, without obvious symptoms. During that time, the internal metabolic environment of the body may slowly change. These changes may influence how cells grow, divide, and behave. This is why understanding this topic is not just academic knowledge. It may be life-saving knowledge. If we understand the conditions that allow diseases to develop, we gain something extremely powerful, the opportunity for prevention. And prevention is one of the most powerful medicines humanity has ever discovered. So tonight we will explore an important question. Could insulin resistance be one of the hidden metabolic environments that allows cancer to develop and grow? And if so, what can we do to protect ourselves and the next generation? Let us begin this journey together, understanding the metabolic roots of a growing global crisis. Good evening, everyone. Today we are going to discuss one of the most important public health challenges of our time, cancer. Cancer has become so common that almost every family in the world has been touched by it. A few decades ago, cancer was considered relatively uncommon compared to infectious diseases. But today cancer has become a global epidemic, almost resembling a pandemic. Even more alarming is that cancer is increasingly affecting younger people. Many individuals are now diagnosed in their 30s and 40s, sometimes even before doctors suspect the disease. And unfortunately, in many cases it is detected at a late stage, when treatment becomes much more difficult. So an important question arises. Why is cancer increasing across the world? Why are younger people developing cancers that were once seen mainly in older age? Scientists around the world are actively searching for answers. Increasingly, experts are pointing toward modern lifestyle and metabolic changes as possible contributors. Researchers have been discussing links with factors such as Rising obesity, ultra-processed foods, sugar-sweetened beverages and soft drinks, sedentary lifestyles, chronic stress, sleep disruption, excessive nighttime screen exposure and blue light, and what some scientists call nature deficit syndrome, our growing disconnection from natural environments. When we talk about ultra-processed foods, we are referring to foods that are heavily manufactured in factories and contain many ingredients that are not normally used in home cooking. These foods often contain combinations of refined sugar, refined flour, unhealthy fats, artificial flavors, preservatives, colorings, emulsifiers, and additives. They are designed to be very convenient, very tasty, and ready to eat quickly. That is why they are extremely common in modern life. Many busy parents give these foods to children in the morning before school because they are quick and convenient. Many workers also rely on them during the day to satisfy hunger quickly. Common examples include packaged biscuits and cookies, instant noodles, chips and packaged snack foods, sugary breakfast cereals, cakes and pastries, packaged fruit drinks and soft drinks, processed meat products like sausages or nuggets, ready-to-eat packaged meals. These foods are not the same as natural or minimally processed foods. For example, fresh fruits, vegetables, nuts, eggs, rice, pulses, home-cooked meals. These are foods that human beings have eaten for generations. Ultra-processed foods, on the other hand, are often high in sugar, refined carbohydrates, and unhealthy fats, and they can easily lead to overeating and metabolic problems such as insulin resistance. Because they are cheap, convenient, and heavily marketed, they have become a major part of modern diets, especially among children and young people. Understanding this difference is important because the foods we eat every day help shape the metabolic environment inside our body. Ultra-processed foods are not designed for health. They are designed for convenience, taste, and profit. At first glance, these factors may seem unrelated, but when scientists study them carefully, a common biological thread begins to appear. Many of these lifestyle factors lead to insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is a metabolic condition in which the body's cells no longer respond properly to insulin. Importantly, insulin resistance can exist for many years, sometimes a decade or more, before diabetes develops. A person may appear healthy with normal blood sugar levels, while the metabolic environment inside the body is already changing. This is one reason why many people diagnosed with cancer are not diabetic. The underlying metabolic disturbance may have been present long before diabetes appears. Understanding this hidden metabolic environment may be one of the keys to understanding modern cancer trends. And this is why early prevention is so important. Once cancer develops, treatment becomes complex. But if we understand the biological conditions that allow cancer to grow, we may have the opportunity to act much earlier. Knowledge is not merely information. Knowledge is protection. If we ignore this knowledge, we may be ignoring something more valuable than money. We may be ignoring our own life. No wealth in the world can buy a second lifetime. Health is the foundation of everything else in life. A metabolic perspective on tumor development. To understand the possible link between insulin resistance and cancer, we first need to understand what insulin does in the body. Insulin is a hormone made by the pancreas. Most people know it as the hormone that helps move sugar from the blood into the cells. But insulin does more than regulate blood sugar. It is also a growth signal in the body. It tells cells when to grow, store energy, and build tissues. When a person develops insulin resistance, the cells do not respond properly to insulin. To overcome this problem, the body produces more and more insulin. This leads to chronically high insulin levels. This condition can quietly exist for many years before diabetes appears. During this time, insulin continues to stimulate signals inside cells that promote growth and survival. Interestingly, many cancer cells use these same growth signals to multiply. Another hormone called insulin-like growth factor, 1, IGF-1, is also involved. IGF One works together with insulin and strongly stimulates cell growth. Cancer cells often respond very strongly to these signals. Cancer cells also behave differently from normal cells. They tend to consume large amounts of glucose, sugar, to support rapid growth. When the body has high insulin and abundant glucose, it may create an environment that helps cancer cells grow more easily. Insulin resistance is also linked with chronic inflammation in the body. Long-term inflammation can damage cells and contribute to the development of cancer. Excess body fat, especially around the abdomen, can release hormones and inflammatory substances that may influence cancer risk. Modern lifestyle plays a major role in this process. Factors such as lack of physical activity, overeating and ultra-processed foods, sugary drinks, poor sleep, chronic stress can promote insulin resistance. Scientists have found that people with metabolic problems related to insulin resistance may have higher risks of certain cancers, including breast cancer, colorectal cancer, liver cancer, pancreatic cancer, endometrial cancer. This does not mean insulin resistance is the only cause of cancer. Cancer is a complex disease influenced by genetics, environment, lifestyle, and immune function. However, improving metabolic health may help reduce risk. Regular physical activity, healthy food, good sleep, stress control, and maintaining a healthy body weight can improve insulin sensitivity and reduce inflammation. Understanding these connections reminds us of an important point. Taking care of our metabolism today may help protect our health tomorrow. Closing message. As we come to the end of this discussion, let us pause and reflect. Cancer does not suddenly appear overnight. Long before a tumor becomes visible on a scan, something may already be changing quietly inside the body. Cells are communicating, hormones are signaling, metabolism is shifting. Often these changes happen silently for years. One of these silent changes may be insulin resistance. A person may feel healthy, blood sugar may appear normal, yet the metabolic environment inside the body may already be changing. This realization should not create fear. It should create awareness. Because awareness gives us something incredibly powerful, the opportunity to act early. Treatment often begins after disease appears, but prevention begins before disease begins. Modern lifestyles are rapidly shaping our biology. Sedentary living, ultra-processed foods, chronic stress, sleep disruption, excessive screen exposure at night, disconnection from nature. These forces are gradually shaping our metabolic health. Cancer is appearing earlier in life, but knowledge gives us a choice to understand, a choice to change, a choice to protect ourselves and our families. Because there is something no wealth in the world can ever buy. Another lifetime. Each of us has only one. So let this lecture not end here. Let it begin here. Let it begin with a deeper understanding of our biology, a deeper respect for our health, and a deeper commitment to protect the one life we have been given. Because in the end, the most powerful medicine humanity has discovered is not treatment after disease appears. It is prevention before disease begins. Prevention is the most effective cure. Thank you. Founder, Holistic Wellness Foundation, Impulse. Healing beyond boundaries.